No more Belgian beer for a little while, and I'm perfectly okay with that. Oh, what be going down, people of the world? My name is Redbeard, and this is a daily drink vlog for the beer of the today. We have got a can of 2017 HELLS Golden Lager by the Amsterdam Brewery. Yes, indeed. This year's edition of this beer, I'm assuming. I don't know if they've made a 2016 and before type thing. Brought up their website. I actually had that collaboration beer by these guys and Great Lakes Brewery not so long ago, so I had brought up a different web page to show you here. This is like just some of their beers. Like most of their beers, actually. They make a lot of beers. I've tried it. Haven't tried it. Have tried it. Yes. No. No. Oh, it's scrolling now. It's been all weird with the scrolling. What's happening? Things go great. I don't know if I had the Downtown Brown. Bone Shaker, yes. Fracture, yes. Orange Vice, yes. The wheat one, yes. Pilsner, yes. Then there's their farmhouse ones, and they make a lot of beers. And then there's some that you can only buy at the brewery too. So at some point, I do need to get down to Toronto, where they're located, and get into some of those beers that I can't get anywhere else. Regardless, let's crack this one open, and let's see what we have got. I'm assuming it's going to be lighter in the color and nice, pretty lager-like thing. I don't know what the HELLS part is in the lager thing. I'm not quite sure about that. That looks bloody great. As always, all the thanks in the whole wide world. Please watch my videos. The beard loves you all so very, 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 very much. Yeah, that is crystal clear. Really nice looking beer. The head dissipated relatively quickly, but aside from that, I actually went onto Wikipedia, found the whole HELLS thing. It's a traditional German pale lager beer, produced chiefly in southern Germany, particularly Munich. Random little bit of info. Smells lager-ish. Not a whole lot of aroma at all really coming off it. It's actually got a really fine kind of suspended sediment in there. I'm not sure if that really came through when I showed it to you. I don't know if you can really see it, but yeah, it looks really weird. Let's give her a shot. It's not bad. I almost want to say it's a little bland. Really, really smooth. More on the malty side than the hoppy side, but not really anything jumping out at you at all. Like very, very easy drinking beer. This is, I'm assuming, around 5.2% alcohol. So, yeah. Hot summer day, this will go down really quick. Let's do this. Cheers, everybody. A bit of a sweetness to it, that it works well though. Yeah. Like IBU of like maybe 0.2 or something like that. Really, 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 really easy drinking beer. Sorry, just double checking, making sure everything's good for me to say. Today being March 15th, on this date in 44 BC, a little while ago, Julius Caesar was stabbed to death by a bunch of Roman senators on the Ides of March. The Ides of March being like a holy, sacred day in the Roman culture and stuff. And I totally forgot to even hit the button. That's basically the only surviving sculpture of Caesar from his time, they believe. And then this is a famous painting by somebody I can't recall, showing like there's Caesar's body and there's all the people cheering and being all happy that they just stabbed him to death. Yeah, good times in Rome. Good times in this beer. Really, just I can't say a lot about it. but it's just, it's nice, it's smooth, it's pretty good for a lager. In celebration of our 30th anniversary, we brewed one of the first styles produced at our original pub on John Street. This HELLES is brewed true to its subtle European character. Pilsner malts and delicate noble hops are used to create a highly satisfying beer that remains crisp and drinkable. Yeah. I like the Pilsner malts. Seems like they didn't use a whole lot of them. Amsterdam doesn't put ingredients on their shit. And that says, excuse me, A1217. So I'm assuming that would be a brewed on, meaning January of this year. So a few months old, but not. I think it's just fine. Yeah. It's quite tasty. If you like a lager, you know, one of those really good transition beers. If you're a mainstream crappy beer drinker and you want to try something made by some actual craft brewers, then right here, that'll do it for you. On this date in 1906, Rolls-Royce was incorporated. Basically as a car company, making pretty cool old school shit that's like worth a whole lot of money now if you happen to have one. And then they also make other things. That's the Spirit of Destiny, I believe is what it's called. And it adorns it's the hood ornament for every car they've basically ever made. On the new ones, it actually like folds away out of sight because they don't want people stealing them. And they also make damn impressive jet engines and shit like that. And then that's a picture of just the beautiful Rolls-Royce Phantom Coupe. Two-door, crazy, amazing car that's possibly just a little overpriced. I think it's that car I just showed, probably somewhere in the Canadian dollars. Well, at least $500,000. Probably more. I can't really guess with something that's worth that much money. I can guess, it's just going to be incredibly inaccurate. I feel the need also to apologize for yesterday's vlog, the Belgian quad from Bose. That vlog was way too long, I rambled way too much, and really sorry about that. Make sure today's vlog not going to be as long at all. On this date in 1931, the SS Viking exploded off of Newfoundland's coast, killing 27 of the 147 people on board. And the people on board were actually there to make a movie. And apparently they had a bunch of dynamite in the cargo hold of the ship to make the iceberg explosions in the movie look better, more dramatic and huge. And the dynamite somehow was set off and the ship exploded. And the largest loss of life during the filming of a movie in history, I believe is what it said. So, and that's the only picture that I could find really of it. I could have hunted more, probably, but I obviously did not. It's gone now, so it doesn't really matter that much, I guess. Okay. Yeah. Good times. The best of times. It's a very decent beer. Amsterdam makes a lot of very decent beers, come to think of it. Pretty much everything I scrolled through there was some kind of a grapefruity type thing, puta, that you guys made. I don't know if I was a big fan of that. This, if I'd tried this 1 year ago while doing this, I would have loved this. I would have been like, oh, it's so good, it's amazing. But now, I don't know, my palate's kind of moved a little bit past the blander styles of beer, I guess you could say. I don't find them as exciting. That works. I want something that's going to excite my tongue, you know, like, yummy. I can't, you know, it's not as boring as a Bud or Canadian or something, Coors Light. those mainstream-ish beers. It's got some flavor to it. It's just really kind of very subtle, which makes it a good transitional type beer, like I was saying. Finally on this date, in 1986, the Hotel New World in Singapore, within 1 minute, went from that to that. Yeah, I guess the structural engineer that designed the building, there's a live load and a dead load, I think is what they're called. And it's like the live load is all the people and everything and the furniture that's going to be in the building. And the dead load is the building itself. And I guess the guy didn't account for the dead load. So the building straight up was never really going to be able to support its own weight. And one day it just... blah. And I don't think... if you were beside the door to get out, you might have escaped. But aside from that, it just... gone. I think a couple people might have been sent to jail over that. I'd hope so. I could look into it more, but I'd rather just say drink under the last. Like I said, trying to keep the vlogs at a reasonable length of time. Only at like 14 minutes of recording now. Much better than the last couple of days. Amsterdam Brewery. Your 2017 HELLS Lager. I'm pretty sure it's HELLS, not HELLES. It looks like it would be HELLES, or HELLS, I don't know, whatever. This stuff that was in this can, that's now in my belly. Rating. Solid like 7. Ingredients might have bumped it up to an 8. It's nothing bad about it, it's just not as exciting as a beer I want now. I guess. I think that sentence made sense. And that's going to do it for today's Daily Drink vlog. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, then be sure to smash that like button. If you want to see more of my videos, then be sure to smash that subscribe button. If you got something to say to me, put some comments in the box down below. But thanks again, and I'll be back with another Daily Drink vlog tomorrow. A peace out! Oh my god. Most perfectly timed burp ever.